Guys, is this thing on?
Presenting the Dead Eye Overshare podcast.
Just say it.
What is up, besties? It is your host, Zoe, and I am back with another freaking episode on the Did I Overshare podcast today. I hope you guys are doing great, having a good week. It is now July. I didn't end up talking to you guys last week. I really did plan to. I had a lot going on. One of the things being I'm a fiance. Dare I say, I'm a fiance, guys. Isn't that fucking insane? That is insane to me, and that is such a life goal, a beautiful thing that I get to share. Yeah, I'm still all giddy about it, and I look at my ring every single chance I get. But yeah, I was a little preoccupied. But I'm happy to be back. No more missed episodes. I will be here to the end of the year, and then the next year, and then the next year, and then the next year. Okay? I really have nothing else to catch up on, honestly. Life has just been a breeze. Going to work, living life. Yeah, nothing really much besides, of course, I'm a fiance. But, so today's episode is, and before I get in, I did want to say, if you are new, hello. If you're not new, welcome to the fucking yap session of the fucking year, okay? And please leave a rating if you feel inclined, a review if you also feel inclined. This will also be on YouTube, not video yet, but it will be sound version, so you could just play it in the background and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. So today's episode is closure is a scam, right? And I want you to think about it for a minute. What do I mean by this? Closure is a scam. Because what I mean is I have always found myself wondering why something ended, okay? Or, why something didn't go right in life. Why did this person leave my life? Why am I not friends with so-and-so anymore? And so many other things. Like, no matter the situation, I always found myself either blaming myself or sitting there for days and days on end, just questioning someone's actions, why they said what they said, why would they do this to me? I don't understand how they could do this. And I always try to rebuttal it with, I'm not that type of person, why do I deserve this? Yada, 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 and just so much more. And you're just like, why am I wasting my days doing that? Why am I just sitting here with question on question on question, right? It just hit a point where I'm like, why does it matter? Now I'm like, why does it matter? It doesn't. I don't need closure on everything anymore. Most times I don't need closure on anything. Some things just happen, and it's the hard truth, and it's really what I'm still learning to grasp. I'm going to be honest. I still deal with it, and I still find myself wondering why, but I have to, when those thoughts actively come, I have to try to snap myself out of it, and, grasp on, okay, Zoe, you don't need to know. It's okay. Things didn't work out for a reason. It's okay. And yeah, some things just happen, and I don't always need to question it, and I'm telling you, question it if you find yourself in this predicament. And you guys, if you deal with this, but me personally, I need to make peace with the fact that I won't know everything. And I won't always know why something didn't work out for me, right? And it's one of the hardest pills I've had to fucking swallow, because it could be something I wanted so bad, or a relationship or friendship I wanted so damn bad. And I thought it looked so good. Like, it was picture perfect. I thought this was a movie. Everything was dandy. And it just wasn't. It just ended. And it's always, I feel like for me, it's always the most unexpected fucking ways, or it's always the shittiest of ways. Like, it's never just, hey, we ghosted each other, we stopped talking, or hey, I just didn't hear back from this, or something like that. No, it's always fucking huge. And so it leaves me no choice but to sit there being like, why do I deserve this? And I had to stop asking myself why, because I don't always need to question it. Like I said, I need to make peace with that. No matter how much how can I put this? No matter how much pain and or anxiety I feel behind the situation, or how bad I wanted the relationship to work out, like I said, it didn't. what can I do? I can't go back in the past and alter it. I can't change anything that I've already done. All I can do is say, hey, I was myself to the fullest extent. I did everything I could. If they didn't choose me or whoever, this could be for so many different situations. So it doesn't always have to be a they. But if this situation did not find me, that's okay. It sucks, but it's okay. And it probably is for a good reason. And I know it sounds so stupid to say that. And I even tell myself this, it's hard for me to grasp that as well. Like, when something shitty just happened or you get an outcome that you don't like and they're like, oh, but it's probably for the better. It sucks to hear, but it's definitely true. Because if I think about all the things that happened in my life, I'm only a better person now. I only got better after that. I never realized how much situations weighed me down or how much situations hurt me until I was free of them. I didn't realize how much energy that friendship took away from me, how much authenticity that relationship took away from me until I left. I didn't realize how toxic it was. I didn't realize this wasn't the opportunity I shouldn't have been chasing. This isn't the job I should have wanted, because my talents were needed somewhere else. I could have thrived in a different environment. So while the time being, it does suck when we constantly have to hear it's probably for the better. It's probably for the good. But in the long run, I want you to think about all these past situations and past things. And if you're not over it, I would say don't necessarily think about that one. But definitely reflect on it and say, hey, what have I learned for the better of myself? Now, there can always be bad things that, you might have missed or, something else. Or you're like, damn, but I kind of wanted that. It didn't work out. That's okay. And it's okay to, reflect on the things that did hurt you. But I want you to more so think about the positives of the outcome. Why is this better for me? How did my life change? How did I become a better me? Because after so long, I don't find myself questioning these things anymore. After I started doing that for myself and asking the hard questions, but also affirming myself that, hey, it's okay. This shit can suck, but it's fucking life. Grow the fuck up and find something else. Like, don't give up. Find something else to pursue. Find another relationship. Find another job. Find another interest, a hobby. No matter what it is, you cannot sit here longing for the past when we can change the damn past, okay? And now I'm starting to understand why such and such happened. Like I said, have you guys ever felt this way? Or the complete opposite? Because like I said, I know it's like a double-edged sword. Like when things end or a friendship is over and so many other things, you just think and overthink about what you could have done differently. Like I said before, what they could have done differently. How, because I know me personally, I spend a lot of time thinking, well, how could I make this work? How could I make this work? It's always, I never think, hey, it's a two-person, not always 50-50, but most of the time it's 50-50. I cannot be giving 100 to a person who's giving me 0. I can't do that. How could things change? How would my future look if they were here? I feel like it's unfair to ask yourself those questions because this isn't your reality. This isn't your situation. So you're just putting yourself in a deeper fucking hole because you're just sitting here stuck in the damn past. Like, not victimizing yourself in a way, but kind of victimizing yourself in a way because we haven't put our big girl pants on and got the fuck over it, even no matter how hard it hurt. We need to find other shit to focus on. We need to find more room to grow, And it takes up so much extra space in our brain, that could be used for so many other things. We need to try to navigate acceptance, right? Rather than closure. Acceptance rather than closure. Accept that things ended for the better, even if we can't see it. Things just ended because they needed to, and that's it. We don't know everything in life, and I know we want to know everything, especially me. I am so nosy, and I'm just like, but why? Always, but why? And there's this really fucked up song that I really just thought of because it says no, it's for the better. It's by Phoebe Bridgers. I think it's Waiting Room. That song, I remember going through moments like this and then putting that song on and just fucking sobbing in the car to Waiting Room, and bitch, That shit, like, why am I sitting here? Okay, Zoe, get over it. Like, please. Because now that I think about it, these situations were not that damn deep. And at some point in life, we will realize it, right? Maybe it's when we're 30. Maybe it's when we're 40. Maybe a lot of people get self realization at, like, whenever I'm talking to older people, they get self realization around like 60. So, you know what? It's okay if we're not over it right now. It's okay. But I do encourage you to try to focus on other things, even if you aren't over certain situations that you're still fighting for closure for. Stop. Focus on the future. Focus on what you can handle. Focus on what can better your life, not what's still hurting it, not something you can change. What can you change? What can you make better? And like I said, at one point, we will realize it. Maybe you're like, it's been years and I still don't understand why this happened. There's that too. But you still need to focus on the acceptance part of it instead. You're probably never going to get that apology, okay? I'm going to tell you this right now. And if you need to hear it, listen the fuck to me, okay? You are probably never going to get that apology you think you will. You're probably never going to get that explanation on why they did such and such, or, why they just dipped. Also, do you guys ever sometimes maybe get closure, but you're still questioning, is this right? Is this person lying? Is it forced? Do they even mean this or just want back my life? Because I catch myself thinking about this sometimes, which is also unfair to me. How can I want an explanation so bad? How can I want someone to explain to me why they hurt me, why they did something, or a job? Why didn't you want me? And then they tell me, and I don't believe it. I feel like, you know what, you just didn't want to hurt my feelings again. So you're sugarcoating it, or yada, yada, yada. What the fuck is the point of that? Are we not happy? We're not happy with either fucking answer. We just gotta be happy with no fucking answer, okay? Because there's that too. And like I said, we shouldn't want that either. And yes, I know, it's easier fucking said than done. Because like I said, I've dealt with it my entire life. But as I've gotten older, I've understood why something happened or just forgot about it entirely, because truly it didn't mean that much to me for myself. For Zoe as an individual, for Zoe as a woman who is navigating her life, for someone who is actively trying to grow, learn, prosper, and love, this small situation that I thought had so much weight and gravity to it meant nothing to me because I forgot about it in a month. Usually it takes me a month to get over things, or a couple. I'm not like a couple days, week kind of girl. I wish I was, but I'm not. But yeah. Is this relevant to me? No, it never was. And like I said, it's okay to allow yourself to have big emotions. Like me, I'm always gonna have big emotions, no matter how small the situation, right? But we cannot let those big emotions cloud our life, right? And like I said, I just had so much emotion I thought was behind these situations, and it really wasn't. It really was lightweight. It was not that fucking deep, okay? I thought I loved this and wanted this, but I truly didn't. I didn't. This is not actually what I wanted. And it's good to actually realize that when you see things fail, like, especially for me, like business endeavors, I look back on some like businesses I try to start and I'm just like, I actually wasn't interested in this shit at all. Like, this was not a passion of mine. This is not something that I think I will love and, put my soul and heart into, right? And sometimes you want people to give you the answers they don't even have. Some people don't understand why they fucking hurt you in the first place, right? Sometimes these people don't even give a damn. You need to understand that. Sometimes these people don't even give a damn. Yet you're begging to know why they don't want to be in your life, why they cheated, why they said this, and so much more. They don't even know. You got to realize not everybody's comprehension is yours, which is really hard for me to understand. That not everybody thinks the way I think, or we don't understand the same. And, that really bothers me. But that's okay. It's okay. I guess, I don't know. But, like I said, we cannot spend all of our time losing us over people who aren't even in our life. Because truly, constantly chasing for closure is making most of us lose our damn mind. All right? It takes up all of our time because we're running around constantly trying to find an answer to something or a cause on why this happened. Literally, you could be in the car, mind is fucking racing. The grocery store, mind is fucking racing. Trying to go to bed at night, mind is fucking racing. Guys, please quit trying to chase something. You're never going to win this race. You will never make it to the finish line most of the time, right? Or if you do, you will not be content. You're still out of fucking breath, okay? So I think my message is be so content in yourself that this needed closure turns into love and acceptance within yourself. I love myself enough to know that I don't deserve to beg for an answer or an apology. I love myself enough to know when to leave. I love myself enough to know that this isn't for me. And so much more. Be so rooted within yourself. You don't need someone to explain to you why they hurt you. Them hurting you was enough, right? Build that connection and respect yourself even more in times like these. Most of the time, you'll never, and I mean never, understand why shit happens. You will not get it. And sometimes it's really not meant for us to get it, right? You will not understand it, like I said before. So stop wasting your time trying to. Like, it's pointless. It's pointless at this point. Like I said, it's a race we will never win. The closure was them leaving. The closure was their silence. And let me repeat that one. The closure was their silence. Okay? The closure is their anger. That one as well. Like, the way people treat you, I promise you, I will always say it, people know exactly how the fuck they're treating you, right? Quit dealing with that shit. These actions speak for themselves. Grow a backbone in the midst of it. Okay, it's what I've done. I used to be a little pussy, dare I say. I hate to talk about myself that way, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, and now I have a backbone. And some shit, like, I'm not chasing closure no more. I'm not. I know I was a good person at the end of the day. The only closure you need is the disrespect that was given to you. Period. That should be enough for you to walk away. Enough for you to not ask any more questions because they showed you how they felt about you. Period. Now that is today's episode because I have to leave it on that one because it's something I feel like we need to learn sooner rather than later, and it fucking sucks and it's hard as shit, but it's so detrimental in our life. Extremely. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, please let me know. Tag me on Instagram, tag me on TikTok, tag me anywhere. Tag me anywhere. I'm chronically online. Okay. Did I overshare on TikTok? Did I overshare on Instagram? My main page on Instagram is linked below. ZOEEXCE. And this is available on all platforms, including YouTube. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Please leave me a rating and I give you smoochies forever. Bye.